On November 19th, Ms. Bosler and students from various classes in the band department took a field trip to Tuxedo Avenue in Roseville. This was an opportunity for students to record music and create their own musical tracks while learning from professional recording artist Paco Higdon, twin brother of Brother Rice's own Mr. Higdon. During this field trip, students had a chance to lay down an audio track called Brother Rice We Do Sports. Let's take a listen. Well, that was interesting. Coming up, Swim is off to the races and they have a new member. Find out who and why he joined the squad this year. Kasab hits the halls to find out everyone's top Christmas song. Can anyone beat All I Want for Christmas Is You? They're cheesy and they're lame, but we can't help but keep watching them. La Canaria reviews some of the holiday season's most underrated Christmas movies. All of this and more in this year's Christmas edition of the Chieftain Live. But first, I'll need my news team. News team, assemble! News team, assemble! News team, assemble! Good afternoon, Brother Rice. My name is Braden Willis, and welcome to the Christmas edition of the Chieftain Live. We've got loads of Christmas-themed content for you today, so let's hop right into the first story. While many Christmas movies seem incredibly jaded over the decades that they've been overplayed on TV, it almost seems as if there aren't any good Christmas movies out there anymore. However, this may not be the case, as La Canaria is here to give his list of the Christmas hidden gems he was able to uncover.
Corny and cringy are two words often used to describe Christmas movies. Christmas movies are often not widely liked by the general public. However, there are a few Christmas movies that I enjoy that most would say is the worst Christmas movie of all time. Here are my underrated Christmas movies. At number 4 is Elf. Most people say the movie is corny and not funny because of the delivery of the jokes, and also that Will Ferrell in this movie is a human elf.
You'll find your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that
And he still acts like a child.
Did you hear that?
All I must say is that it's Will Ferrell.
Congratulations!
The guy is comedy. He's a staple of the comedy genre. Probably top 5 comedy actor of all time. Will Ferrell makes this movie what it is by making the elf character somehow work. Even though it is corny, he still somehow makes it work by playing the role so well and actually selling the character. At number 3, we have Bad Santa. The movie is not for everybody, of course.
You people are monsters.
Other parts that this movie has that is not for everybody is that there is a lot of dark comedy. There are a lot of inside jokes in this movie, and it is not for all, but if you in that kind of humor, this movie is definitely for you. The Grinch will be the next movie I will discuss. There are people who do not like Jim Carrey and find the Grinch costume nasty.
Hate, 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 hate. Double hate.
Loathe entirely.
Also, people think the message of the movie is too obvious, which is to always accept people no matter their differences, and that it is too corny. I personally love the message, and I personally love Jim Carrey because of how loud and obnoxious he is.
I hate you!
I like the crazy in-your-face attitude, and I think he played a great role in this movie, because he is what I imagine the Grinch to be. At number 1, we have Krampus. Most people think of Christmas as a jolly time and all laughs. Krampus gives a good aspect of the scary part of it, and I think that Krampus isn't corny compared to other movies. There are some good scares and some good laughs throughout the movie. Some scares include the attack in the attic,
on.
Some funny parts include the family at the dinner table and shows how dysfunctional they are. Another part that is funny is just Aunt Dorothy's character in general. She always makes jokes in times of seriousness.
It's a known fact that the NBA season doesn't really start until Christmas Day. With some teams out to hot starts and others limping out of the gate, the Christmas Day event always has a star-studded lineup. Nevels is here to give his NBA Christmas Day preview.
This year's NBA Christmas games should be full of excitement, with some players having a crazy start to the year, such as Steph Curry, who is currently the leading scorer in the NBA, also the #1 candidate for the MVP. He averages 28 points a game. Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors will be facing Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and the Phoenix Suns. They've been playing extraordinary defense, while Devin Booker has been averaging 23 points a game and Chris Paul at 19. Then everyone's favorite matchup, GOAT against GOAT, LeBron versus Kevin Durant. It's arguable that they are the best players to play in the NBA, and I think I'll be siding with Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. Also, it is the game of the day. The Nets will be facing the Lakers at the Staples Center at 8 p.m. Then we have last year's MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and the Bucks, who's had a rough start to the season. Hopefully this Christmas game will get them going. They will be going up against Jason Tatum and the Celtics, who's currently ranked over the Bucks. The Celtics are to a pretty good start with the whole team contributing to their winning record. Also the Hawks versus the Knicks. Everyone knows Trae Young will definitely pop off. He's a very electric player who will make many plays and do whatever it takes to win. Lastly, Mavericks versus the Jazz. Make sure you keep an eye out for Luka Doncic, a key player for the Mavericks who's been averaging 25 points a game and also the face of the franchise for the past 4 years.
Seeing as we're in the Christmas season already, I'm sure many of us here at Brother Rice are very familiar with the barrage of Christmas tunes playing on every TV, radio, and aisle in every grocery store. Kasab hits the halls to get the student body's favorite Christmas jingles.
There is so much amazing Christmas music out there and so many good songs to choose from, but everyone has their own opinions. Here are some opinions from the students at Brother Rice on their favorite Christmas song.
It's All I Want for Christmas.
Gotta go with All I Want for Christmas Is You.
All I Want Is You by Mariah Carey.
All I Want for Christmas. Taylor Swift Holiday Collection.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away.
Probably Michael Bublé's Christmas album. You know, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Mistletoe by Justin Bieber.
I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe.
Everybody here at Brother Rice knows Big Mike Rossi, who we've all greeted in the hallway at some point in time. This year, Rice's beloved Mike Rossi has decided to give swimming a try, and Collins had the opportunity to speak with him about his motivation for doing so.
Mike Rossi, or known to most as Big Mike, is well known at Brother Rice High School and is loved by many. As many of you may know, Mike has been sworn into the Marine Corps and is going to be starting next summer. To help him prepare for this, Mike has begun participating in many sports that will help him prepare for this experience. In the fall, Mike ran for the cross-country team, and in the spring, he plans to run for the track and field team. However, this winter, for the first time, Mike Rossi is participating on the Brother Rice swim team.
There's a lot of cardio and like swimming cardio in the Marines that you need to be able to pass. So I think doing cross country and swimming will benefit me a whole lot.
Big Mike has always been in an uphill battle. From the beginning when he first started at Brother Rice to senior year as he tackles a new sport, many of his coaches believe he's got it in himself to persevere and be successful.
Big Mike came out and he really just showed up every day and got better. He showed up and started running little amounts every day and just built and built and built, and eventually ran some pretty respectable 5K times. What I love about him is that he shows up and he never believed he couldn't do it. Every day he worked a little bit harder and got a little bit better, and those small incremental increases are what are really important for a cross-country runner and really any athlete.
Big Mike is a really nice guy, and he always shows a positive attitude inside and outside of the halls at Brother Rice.
But he always walks into class for Marion
And he has a huge smile on his face. He always says hello, whether I'm in the middle of something or not. But Michael is always in a great mood, and that's what I love about the kid.
Oh man, I love Big Mike's energy. He's just so fun to have around. He works hard. He's reliable. You know, he became a senior leader for us, so I loved having him around on the team. I will have Big Mike anywhere, all the time for any sport or activity.
Big Mike's enthusiasm and energy is great for the team, but many have asked him why he's chosen to pursue such physically grueling activities to prepare for the Marines.
There's a lot of cardio and like swimming cardio in the Marines that you need to be able to pass. So I think doing cross country and swimming will benefit me a whole lot.
Oh, Big Mike, I think we are going to find a number of places for him. I think he's going to be one of our top distance swimmers this year. So 20 lengths of the pool at his first meet, I think everybody needs to come out and watch him try.
First things first, man, you got to be able to run if you're in the service. So, we definitely helped him get his cardio up, pass some of the physical tests, but also I think it really taught him how to adapt, learn something new, get out of your comfort zone, and be in a little bit of discomfort a lot because a 5K isn't necessarily a fun thing to run.
Big Mike represents the Brother Rice student body with pride and is certainly going to make us proud. Thank you for your service to our country, Big Mike.
It's a tradition unlike any other. The NHL Winter Classic is always a showstopper and brings fans out to the outdoor stadiums. There have been some memorable games over the years, so Grable is here to recap some of the greatest performances of all time at the Winter Classic.
NHL's Winter Classic is an annual regular season outdoor ice hockey game played on New Year's Day, generally in a football or baseball stadium. The Winter Classic is considered one of the NHL's premier events, with matchups generally booked to showcase the league's most popular teams and players. This year's Winter Classic features a matchup between the Minnesota Wild and the St. Louis Blues at Target Field, the home of the Minnesota Twins. The Winter Classic has had some classic performances over the years, and this year is sure to be a memorable one. Let's take a look back at some of the most memorable Winter Classic performances over the years. To start off our list, we have Rangers forward Mike Rupp. The Rangers forward scored just 4 goals in the 2011-2012 season, with 2 of them coming in the outdoor game. What's even more impressive, he played just 7 minutes, the lowest number of minutes for any Rangers player in their 3-2 win over the Flyers. Coming in next, we have Yuri Hudler. Hudler had 2 goals and 1 assist in the Red Wings win over the Blackhawks.
Sets up Rapolsky, a one-timer. Rebound given up by Huey. Chance to the side of the net. They score!
Hudler found the back of the net twice in the second period to tie the game at 3-3, and then assisted on the eventual game-winning goal. Coming in at number 1 on our list, we have Jonathan Bernier. In front of the largest crowd ever at the Winter Classic, Bernier made a Winter Classic record 41 saves.
It's flopped on the wing for Zetterberg. Guided it across on. A great save by Bernier!
And stopped another 2 breakaways in a shootout to help Toronto beat Detroit 3-2. Be sure to tune in over the break and look for the next great performances in this year's Winter Classic.
No matter how old you are, everyone has a Christmas list of some kind. To get a sense of what people yearn for this holiday season, Dalou will hit the halls to ask Brother Rice students about the contents of their Christmas lists.
With Christmas time and the holidays shortly approaching, everyone is getting their Christmas list ready. Today, I'm going to go around and ask all the students what they have on their Christmas list this year.
I just want a new pair of shoes.
I'm sure everyone would love to have some new pair of shoes. However, some warriors have different things in mind that they want on Christmas.
It's been a very tough time. I'm 16 now. I just really want a Charger scat pad. Red seats inside.
Any color for the outside you're thinking about?
I was thinking lime green.
Green. Even though I'm sure every single student would love a new car or new keys under their Christmas tree, some students are quite happy with just a few car parts.
A Dodge Durango Hellcat steering wheel.
Or the steering wheel?
Or the badges for it. I really like the way the Hellcat emoji looks. Maybe one of those steering wheels with the carbon fiber, Alcantara leather, would be nice.
Well, over the course of this year, I've been driving my car, and I just feel like it's kind of slow. So I was hoping to change out my BMW engine for a Mope, get that nice V8 supercharger Hellcat engine, and also maybe add an air intake to get that little whine going. You know what I mean? Power engine and...
I hope this made you think of a couple new items you might want in your Christmas list, warriors. Merry Christmas and have a happy holidays.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Brother Rice. Make sure to tune in next time for more entertaining content just like this in the near future. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Chieftain Live for exclusive, never-before-seen Chieftain Live content. My name is Braden Willis, and we'll see you next year.